Keir Starmer has just made a shocking decision after a bribery scandal was leaked. The Labour Party leader, once hailed as the new hope for British politics, is now facing a severe crisis. Will this sudden decision save his reputation, or will it only deepen the doubts surrounding his transparency? Let's dive into the full story and examine its impact on the political future of the UK. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Recently, a leaked report has rocked British politics by revealing that the Labour Party's largest donation came from a hedge fund registered in the Cayman Islands. This location is notorious as a tax haven for billionaires and large corporations. What's even more shocking is that this fund holds shares in sectors that the Labour Party claims to oppose, including fossil fuels, arms manufacturing and private healthcare. It seems that Keir Starmer has just dropped a political bomb amidst an already volatile situation. Recent reports also indicate that Starmer may be considering resignation, a decision that could shake the very foundation of the Labour Party. The reasons behind this scandal are gradually being unveiled, with news suggesting that Starmer might have been pressured after a bribery scandal came to light, leaving the public constantly questioning his integrity. British politics is now facing a wave of strong criticism as corruption and bribery allegations against Starmer continue to mount. His ties to financial corporations not only raise concerns about the influence of the super rich on politics, but also pose serious questions about the accountability of a political leader. Additionally, the fact that Starmer received these donations during such a sensitive period ahead of the election only heightens the seriousness of the issue. The British public is now demanding a clear explanation from Starmer, while the Labour Party continues to sink deeper into crisis. The increasing pressure from public opinion will force Starmer to confront reality and make careful moves to salvage the situation, or he may face severe consequences for his political career. The scandal surrounding Keir Starmer didn't explode overnight, but gradually took shape over the past few months. Early signs of Starmer's potential involvement in questionable financial activities emerged as leaked internal information from the Labour Party hinted that he had received enormous sums from various donors. However, the matter only came to light when the media began to dig deeper into his financial transactions. Specifically, a series of reports from Sky News revealed that Starmer had accepted over £100,000 in gifts and hospitality services from multiple sources, including billionaires and major corporations with vested interests in UK government policies. Notably, Starmer received more free gifts than any other MP since 2019. These were not merely typical items like books or event tickets. Instead, they represented potential bribes designed to influence his critical policy decisions. One of the key highlights of the scandal involved gifts related to his wife, Lady Victoria Starmer. According to sources, Lady Victoria had received luxury clothing from a major political donor, Lord Ali. Lord Ali, the former chairman of online fashion retailer ASOS, not only sponsored these lavish outfits, but also paid for Lady Starmer's personal shopper. This sparked widespread public criticism, particularly when it was revealed that Starmer had failed to declare these gifts within the required timeframe set by Parliament. Under parliamentary rules, MPs are required to report any gift valued over £300 within 28 days of receiving it. However, reports from the Sunday Times indicated that Lady Starmer's gifts were filed late, raising serious concerns about transparency and how Starmer managed his family's financial matters. This not only deepened suspicions about his integrity, but also highlighted a broader issue in UK politics, where transparency and accountability of leaders are increasingly under scrutiny. Soon after the revelations of Keir Starmer's financial scandal surfaced, the UK media quickly jumped on the story, analysing every aspect of the situation. One prominent critic was journalist Ash Sarkar, who didn't hesitate to slam Starmer for his lack of transparency and the glaring contradictions between his words and actions. Sarkar expressed her disappointment, arguing that Starmer had been dishonest in his explanations. In an interview with Sky News, Sarkar emphasised that she could not trust any of Starmer's justifications. She stated, "There's no such thing as a free lunch," implying that gifts from Lord Ali weren't given out of goodwill, but with a hidden agenda. According to her, Donors like Lord Ali typically expect returns by influencing key policy decisions, further fueling public scepticism about Starmer's motives. The situation became even more serious considering that Starmer had spent months harshly criticising political opponents for their lavish spending funded by donations. When Boris Johnson was in office, Starmer had strongly condemned Johnson after it was discovered that a Conservative Party donor had paid for the refurbishment of Johnson's Downing Street flat. Now, however, Starmer finds himself in a similar predicament, facing accusations of the very actions he once denounced. It wasn't just the media weighing in. Starmer's political opponents were quick to seize the opportunity to attack. The Conservative Party, in its role as the opposition, demanded a public investigation into Starmer's financial dealings, particularly the connections between him and donors, with interests in controversial industries like fossil fuels and arms manufacturing. Current UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak called for full transparency, urging Starmer to explain all the funds he had received. From a leader of the opposition expected to bring the Labour Party back to power, Keir Starmer now faces the biggest crisis of his career. With continuous allegations surfacing, his political future seems more uncertain than ever. It's not just Starmer, but the entire Labour Party that is under pressure from the public and the media. The issue doesn't stop at Starmer allegedly receiving nearly £40,000 from the Premier League in the form of VIP tickets to sporting events. Since December 2019, he has attended various significant Arsenal matches, major sporting events and especially the Euro final, one of the largest sporting events in Europe. This sum includes approximately £12,000 that Starmer declared as official gifts from the Premier League. But is this just the tip of the iceberg? Many have raised suspicions that large corporations, like the Premier League and other sports conglomerates, might be attempting to influence political decisions through such financial transactions. The fact that a politician receives gifts, particularly from organisations with economic interests such as the Premier League, always carries the risk of conflicts of interest and can erode public trust in the political system. This is a sensitive time for the Labour Party. Senior members of the party, who had high hopes for Starmer's leadership, are now worried about the fallout from these allegations. Internal voices within the Labour Party suggest that if this scandal continues to escalate, it could drag the party into a deep trust crisis. Some unofficial sources even claim that many party leaders were aware of these dealings beforehand but kept quiet to avoid internal division. This raises a significant question. Was this a tactic to protect Starmer, or does it signal deeper internal conflicts within Labour? Moreover, Starmer's failure to be transparent from the start about these financial transactions has drawn criticism from voters and political opponents alike. If these allegations continue to be investigated and more concrete evidence surfaces, not only could Starmer's career collapse, but the entire Labour Party's election strategy would also suffer severely. Losing voter trust is not just an immediate political risk, but threatens the long-term future of the party. It's important to note that the involvement with the Premier League and sports businesses is not the only point of accusation against Starmer. Some information from preliminary investigations also suggests that other major corporations may have sought to approach Starmer through secret meetings. These meetings could have influenced key economic policies in the country of which the public was unaware. If this is proven, Starmer could face more severe legal consequences, not just criticism from the media or voters. In the media realm, this scandal has quickly become a hot topic, especially on social media. Hashtags like #StarmerResign and #LabourScandal have spread rapidly. It seems the whole of Britain is closely following every detail of the case, with each new development drawing massive public attention. In this context, the future of Starmer and the Labour Party seems more uncertain than ever, and only time will tell whether they can overcome this crisis. So, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to receive the latest breaking news on Starmer from our sources.